I found a place in Japan where you can eat an unlimited amount of oysters for less than 30 bucks.
All you can eat oyster buffet, boys. Let's go.
Located 3 hours away from Tokyo and on the east coast of Japan, you'll find a small town called Matsushima. A town which brings activity through tourism, commercial fishing, and of course the cultivation of their famous Matsushima Bay oysters. Here's a fun fact. Matsushima is also listed as one of the top 3 most scenic spots in all of Japan. I didn't know how this was chosen, but apparently it was through a traveling scholar back in the Edo period. He thought these 3 specific spots were a place everyone should see at least once in their life. I don't often see these places mentioned in top travel destinations in Japan, so these are some real nice hidden gems. A short walk from the station, you'll find this little brown shack next to the car park, which is where I feasted on an unhealthy amount of oysters in one sitting.
You guys excited? I am hella excited.
So here's how it all works. If you wanted to exclusively eat oysters, you're gonna order set A. Set B is the exact same as set A, plus a bowl of oyster fried rice and miso soup for an extra 500 yen. For both sets, you have 45 minutes to eat as many as you can. I ordered set B because why not?
Okay, so we've been told to wait, and guys, look at this. Look at this clam. Oh my goodness, it is steaming, it is hot. Oh, I'm so excited to see what comes out of it, but I can already tell because guys next to us already have theirs open.
When you walk in, you'll be sat around a huge grill with other customers. Staff will give you gloves, a shucking knife, some sauces, and a huge metal bucket to dispose of all the shells.
Whoa, whoa!
Let's say you wanted to know how many oysters you needed to eat to break even. Don't worry guys, I got you on this one. I took into account the average price of 1 kilo of oysters, the average weight of an oyster, and how much I paid for the oyster buffet. I found that eating 25 oysters will be the break-even point, so if you eat any more than that, you're in the green.
If you're enjoying the video so far, make sure you give us a cheeky like and subscribe. It'll really help out the channel and helps you stay updated with my food adventures, so thanks so much in advance. Now, let's get back to the food.
Okay guys, so I'm going to come in from time to time and keep you guys company and also give you some post commentary on like my thoughts after while watching it live for the first time as well. Okay, so you can see this guy explaining something about the oysters, like he's shucking it, he's showing us to the crowd, and I don't know what he's trying to say because I still don't understand good Japanese, but maybe he's trying to say like how to identify like a male or female oyster, how to shuck it properly, and like how to properly open it, how to properly like cut it from like its attachment. Yeah, I never really knew what he was saying. I just kept saying yes, I just kept nodding, but yeah, I have no clue what he's saying in this video, just FYI.
I cannot wait to dig in, guys. This looks fantastic. Oh my god. Be sidetracked for a bit. This rice is really good. Very good oyster fried rice. I'm actually gonna warm myself up with some miso soup. I'm still very cold. Oh, and there's oysters as well. Let's go for this one. But this one's already open for me. I don't have to do anything at all, actually. Our first oyster, ready to go. I am so keen for this one. First oyster, let's go. Oh, that is so sweet and so juicy. It's just been cooked in its own broth as well, and it's just steaming out. God, this is just so nice. It's exactly what I imagined this place to be like. Just fresh oysters in front of us. Look how huge this one is. That's massive. Oh my god, guys. Check that bad boy out. These oysters are amazing. Guys, I'm enjoying myself too much. The practical experience of having shucked oysters before has definitely helped.
Yeah, it's really funny because I forgot to factor in the oysters that I ate from the side dishes, which is why in my head at the time, I started the count of when I first took the oyster from the grill. There were actually oysters in the rice that I ate and the miso soup as well.
Guys, and let's slurp this bad boy up. Oh, it's so briny. Everything's been amazing. They're so sweet, it's so juicy, it's cooked in its own broth, and it just makes for this is such a unique experience. All right, we're gonna speed this up while we eat. Oh, they're shucking it for us, how nice of them. They know I'm going too slow. Gonna eat faster.
Yeah, so like after the 7 oysters, you can see I went into like full concentration mode because at the end of the day, we still had a 45-minute time on the clock, and I didn't want to use up any more time that I had to besides, you know, to set up the camera, to film the food, to tell you my thoughts and feelings, and sort of the process behind it all. I was feeling really good at the start of the buffet, but at the time, I didn't know how much I needed to eat to break even. Yeah, the soy sauce they provided was really light, or like a heavily diluted version. And I think that's a good thing because there's already a natural saltiness to the oysters, like the brininess and that ocean flavor already came in to the oysters, and so it already had a really nice, crisp, salty flavor. If they use a stronger soy sauce, I don't think that would be really good. It's a really good call that they use like a lighter seasoning for this one.
Ooh, I wonder what happened there. I just heard a loud crack.
Okay, so the count is clicking over 23. Like, can you imagine ordering 23 oysters at any given restaurant? They'll probably think you're like either super rich or you're super crazy. Okay, so pay attention to the guy walking behind me. He's actually got another shovel full of oysters to put on a plate to pick. Like seriously, only in Japan can you find this level of bombastic behavior where they're shoveling oysters onto your plate. At such a reasonable cost as well. Like a shovel of those oysters in Australia probably would have costed me like a down payment of my mortgage. It's crazy.
That's a money shot. It's so satisfying every time you get the pop and the crack out. It's really, really satisfying.
Alright, so we're at the what? We're at the 40 counter mark, 40 oyster mark. Cool. So like, just keep in mind that the hot plate in front of you, it continually stays hot. So whatever oysters come through are going to cook immediately, but also the oysters that stay on are also going to get super, super hot. So in a minute here, you're going to hear a super loud pop, which sounds like a gunshot. And the thing is, I actually got hit in the cheek by an oyster fragment. Boom, there it is.
Boy, that one nearly hit my face, eh?
Like, it actually hit me on the cheek after reviewing, because I remember feeling something and I'm like recoiling. My face did one of these. So we're at the 50 oyster mark right now. And from the previous calculation, just bear in mind that we only needed to eat 25 oysters to break even. I'm doubling that right here. I'm already really impressed, but I'm also concerned because there's more to the video. Oh man, the gluttony's strong here. So 60 oysters in, and you can see that I'm bulk shucking at this point. So because the grill in the middle still stays hot while you're eating, I wanted to take as many as I can out, start shucking them and cool them down before I eat. Otherwise it was just really hot and I couldn't eat them immediately. So guys, I'm looking at myself and it's like absolute shock. I'm clearing 70 oysters in one sitting. Like first of all, that's not normal. Like oysters aren't super good for you and I'm here all like, yo, no worries, let's just clear 70 oysters. I'll say because at least they were steamed or cooked on the grill, it made it a bit easy to eat. I'd say if they were raw oysters, it'd be a lot harder to down. I mean, look, maybe if you give me like some lemon, some pepper, maybe some ponzu sauce, something to cut the brininess with some acidity, I think it would be okay. But still, I wouldn't want to. Okay, so we're wrapping up here, which is a really good sign. There's only a bit of time left on the clock. Okay, boom, that's it. That's 80 oysters down. It's a wrap, finally. I'm pretty surprised actually that it was 80 exactly. I'm showing you the aftermath here of the grill, of just like it being burnt to bits with oyster shells. And also the shell bucket, yeah, I nearly managed to fill that bucket as well. Like that's kind of crazy.
Alright guys, that's going to wrap up this video. Thank you so much for tuning in to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Stay tuned to the next video because we've got plenty of more food coming up in this Japan series. Thanks again for tuning in guys. I'll see you next time. Until then, take care.